Welcome back, everybody, to Decision Time, your number one baseball podcast. Go Blue Jays! We're beating the Yankees
tonight. Go Blue Jays!
No, but welcome back to Decision Time, your hopefully number one MMA podcast, UFC podcast, whatever you like to listen to us about. Of course, I'm Jacob, joined by my co-host Samir Mansour and Ben Rosell. We had a great weekend this weekend. UFC 320 happened. And then, of course, we got the upcoming Charles Oliveira fight night in Rio de Janeiro.
Yeah.
We'll get into that one, but first, we're going to recap UFC 320 and give some matchup predictions for the main card and the main card only.
No Atiba Gauthier?
No. Well, I didn't make one for Atiba, so...
Just another can, probably.
Yeah. But let's just get right into it. UFC 320 happened this weekend. Any fights we want to discuss on the early prelims? We'll start from, obviously the Veronica Hardy win to the Punao Serrano win. Any?
Oh, man. Veronica Hardy versus Brogan Walker was a banger.
Said no one.
Said absolutely... Not even their families said that.
The early prelims were okay. A lot of decisions, not too much, not too interesting to talk about. The only finish was the Ramiz getting the finish over.
Yeah,
Austin
Rams Brahimaj.
Other than that, the early prelims were kind of mid. A lot of decisions, but some good fights, obviously.
Yeah.
Moving on, prelims. Edmund Shabazian got the first round finish over Andre Munoz. Not really surprised.
Guy's actually bad.
First round knockout though.
Yep. And you know who is even worse?
Patchy Mix.
Patchy fucking Mix. Bro, Samir, take it away. Take it away, Samir.
Bro.
Did you watch that fight?
I didn't watch it when it happened, but I looked at it back.
That was a bad fight. That was a really bad fight.
Do you think that
I kind of
Yakov
think
won?
He got robbed.
You think that Patchy won?
I think that Patchy won.
From all that I wasn't fully watching it. I wasn't fully paying attention to it because I just whatever. From what I saw of it, every time I looked at the screen, it seemed like Patchy was in a guillotine. So I was like, "Oh, Yakov must have won." But then everybody's like, "No, he's a robbery. That was horrible."
I would say Patchy got the better of the grappling exchanges. He got put in guillotines a lot. His takedowns were kind of terrible. He left his head open for the guillotine.
It seems
but
like
none of them were really tight.
It seemed like that was his only move. He's like, guillotine. He popped out. He's like, well,
yeah.
All right.
I would say Patchy got the better of the grappling exchanges. He still cannot strike. He still leaves his face wide open, right on the center line.
Yep.
Does not move in and out of the pocket well. So I could definitely see him getting cut because of that. Because he just he's not gonna do well in the UFC. He's not doing well.
I'm gonna say one thing. I think they should make a all-time classic fight. Shit meets ass. You know who Patchy should fight in his next fight? Someone moving up from flyweight. Patchy Mix versus Kai Asakura. Who said no? Who says no?
And Kai wins that.
Loser? I think Patchy wins that.
You think?
I think Patchy's striking is slightly better than Kai's grappling.
Yeah.
So I think Kai loses, gets cut, and Patchy just loses his next fight.
Yeah. Fair. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, what are your thoughts on this, Samir? Is Patchy Mix what are your thoughts on Patchy Mix?
Is he cut? He's at a loss for words.
I was hyping this fight up before it happened because I was like, just prove to me that you're not that shit.
Yeah.
And then I obviously didn't get to watch the fight, so I went back and watched the highlights, and I kind of agree. I could see a world where he won, but
Was it a split decision or unanimous?
It was split.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I could see a world where he won, but just you're not imposing yourself like a person that's fighting for their contract and fighting for their stay, and that just proves these guys that come from different places they don't even have the hunger in them.
He's not even proving that he's formerly a top guy at the next best promotion.
No, he literally looks like one of us could get in the ring and.
There's guys on Dana White's Contender Series that would slap jaws off.
Easily.
Which is pretty embarrassing.
Yeah.
So I think he needs to get cut.
If you put Louis Jourdain, who just got signed, if you put him against Patchy Mix, Louis Jourdain genuinely knocks him out.
Who's the guy that I saw some graphic where he I've never seen that many significant strikes landed in my life.
That was from last night. It was Chunko. It was Chunko, also known as John Pork.
John Pork.
That guy would beat the brakes off Patchy.
He said if it was an actual UFC fight, he would have broken the lightweight record by 50.
Dude, I've never seen those stats. I thought they were fake.
Yeah, no, I was watching the fight. He was just. It didn't even look like he was because his opponent kind of is a dog, and he was just taking those strikes. But Chonko, not John Pork, he was just. Yeah. He was just so technical and was just laying it into him, and I understand now why now the Nurmagomedov camp can actually strike, because that guy's their striking coach. He might actually win some shit. Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah. Enough about Patchy Mix though. I'm done with that guy.
We're done with the 90s.
Daniel Santos versus Joe Sang-Yu. This was a good fight.
Good fight.
I was a little expecting Daniel Santos just apparently hates South Koreans.
That's what I'm saying.
But Joe Sang-Yu looked really good in the first round, and there were some good striking exchanges.
Yeah.
But he leaves his face too open when he tries to escape the pocket.
That's the thing. Well, this is a bit of a generalization, but I've noticed that that's kind of the case with most fighters out of Korea.
Yeah.
Is they kind of just go, hey, I can eat that shot all day.
Yeah.
And a lot of the times they weirdly do.
Yeah.
They take 100 shots. Yeah. They just take 100 shots and they're like,
keep them coming.
Yeah. And sometimes they drop.
Yeah.
Sometimes they do.
Yeah. And that's what happened in this one. He literally just tried to run and then just got clipped and fell and ate 50 shots on the ground. So that was a little bit of a poor performance from Joe Sang-Yu. What happened? Who missed weight? Because there was a catch weight at
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it was a catch weight at 153. So I'm assuming they're featherweights, and one of them.
It was probably Joe Sang-Yu then, because Daniel Santos was originally supposed to fight. I want to say. It was someone else, but he was originally supposed to fight.
I wonder, Joe Sang-Yu probably accepted the fight, was can we do catch weight? And they were like, yeah, okay.
Yeah. Because they're both featherweights.
Yeah.
So it must have been Joe Sang-Yu just because he came in later.
Yeah.
Honestly, I almost think that Daniel Santos was originally supposed to fight. I don't know if this is right, but I almost think that he was supposed to fight Doo-Ho Choi, which would be so funny if he was supposed to fight a different South Korean and then ended up fighting another different South Korean. Because I think he might have some hatred for this specific group of people. I don't know. It doesn't say, but I think it was Doo-Ho Choi or some shit. Anyways, yeah.
It was Doo-Ho Choi.
It was. So he actually. I don't know. It's a little weird. I don't know.
Moving on.
Slimed
out. Atiba Gauthier viciously assaulted Tristan Vines.
It would have been a sub 1 minute finish if Tristan Vines hadn't just run around the cage for the first.
Ran.
Yeah.
Just tried to.
Ran, messed his own leg up, and then tried to take Atiba down and just got slimed.
He got instantly kneed in the dome.
Yeah. I don't know what to say about
finish. I don't know what. He just kind of threw him.
Well, that's the thing, is that his knee was hurt. I don't know when he hurt it, whether it was getting his foot caught in the cage or doing something weird on the takedown, tweaking it. But I remember after the finish, Atiba was celebrating, and it cut to Tristan, and he was holding his knees, yo, I'm fucked up. So it was something with his knee, but I don't know when he did it.
Yeah. Overall, though, not a. I know it was his debut and he's fighting a top guy and whatever,
he's
top contender. But yeah, you can't run. You gotta at least show why you deserve to maybe be there.
To be fair, stepping in on short notice against one of the best finishers in the UFC right now.
Yeah.
See, but that's the thing though, is that just don't do it then. Just don't fight him at all if you're just gonna run. I remember going into it, I was like, maybe they'll give I knew he was gonna lose. Everyone knew that. And I was like, maybe they'll give him another fight just, as you got slimed out, but, we'll give you another one just in case. No, not anymore.
Yeah.
After what he did do, I'm like, yeah, you're done.
After you ran away for
Yeah.
4 minutes and then with a minute left got knocked out. Man.
No.
Ultimate sliming. Main card though. No, this is where stuff got interesting.
It was nice.
Yeah.
It was really weird.
Yeah.
Especially the first one.
Yeah, Joe Pyfer gets a submission
You're telling
win.
me two...
Rear naked choke.
Yeah, two guys who are generally more striker-based. And out of the two of them, Joe Pyfer's much more of a striker-based.
Yeah.
And he's the one that got the submission win. I was like, I think it's going to go to decision or maybe a Joe Pyfer knockout. That would have been the last thing I would have predicted is a Joe Pyfer first round sub.
Yeah.
What?
I was very confused. I was like, why is Joe Pyfer taking him down? Why is Joe Pyfer got
Why
back?
is it working?
Why is Joe Pyfer choking him out right now? What is happening?
Yeah.
Very odd. And he got performance of the night, which, fair.
Did he?
Yeah, I think it should have gone to someone else, mainly someone in the next fight. But performance of the night for Joe Pyfer, pretty impressive.
Yeah.
He didn't really do much striking-wise. Like, he kind of just attacked grappling, which is...
Weird and
maybe
surprising.
he just wanted to show off, like, yeah, I'm dynamic.
And he kind of did, because
kinda did.
Abus, while not like the best grappler, is
Relatively.
going into this fight. I would have said a better grappler than Joe Pyfer.
And then I'm assuming Joe Pyfer got himself ranked, too.
Yeah,
he's 15 now.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, so did Ikram move back out of the rankings?
Yeah.
Oh. That was weird.
Now it's Pyfer, Vittori, Costa, Delitze, Cannonier, Page.
Because I remember going into the fight, for some reason they put Ikram Aliskarov into 15 and dropped Abus out.
Yeah.
So they just dropped him out just to drop Ikram out again. Okay, then.
Man, that son is terrible.
How do you think he feels? He's getting cooked.
But good performance from Joe.
Yeah.
Samir, any thoughts?
I think that was his best performance.
Yeah?
To date. I didn't think he'd take it to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
I like you kind of said earlier, they're both kind of strike based. I thought it was gonna definitely never a submission.
No.
And when he got that rear naked, I was like, "Damn, Joe, I wasn't familiar with your game."
Yeah.
I think it was, to be fair, it was a favor. Like looking back, I know hindsight's 20/20. It was a very favorable fight for him. Looking back, he was the odds favorite.
But by submission, though?
Not by submission. But I'm just saying, he had a.
It was kind of like a not a can, but a can for him. Like it was almost like the perfect.
A boost?
Yeah, bro. Boost sucks.
Joe's fight before this was almost losing to Kelvin Gastelum.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Hindsight is 20/20. At the time, should have probably known it was a pretty favorable fight. But like you said, Joe Pyfer's last performance, it doesn't really
his last few, because he beat Kelvin Gastelum, very close fight. He lost to Jack Hermanson, which was also a pretty close fight, but it's also Jack Hermanson, who's now for some reason, we won't talk about that. We won't talk about him sliming Marc-Andre. And then Jack Hermanson's a lightweight now apparently, but whatever. No, welterweight, because him and Miktabek met there.
Meeting in the middle.
Which is so weird, but we talked about that last episode, or whatever. But yeah, no, it was just a very weird fight. That was the last thing I would have picked. I would have picked literally every other way of winning over a Joe sub, but hey.
It happened.
He's got ball.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Moving on though. Youssef Zalal taking on Josh Emmett at featherweight.
Best performance.
Yeah, this should have been performance of the night. That's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
Overall, I don't even know what to say. Josh Emmett just got for a guy who usually doesn't get finished, and especially submitted.
It was a light sliming.
Yeah, he's got Josh Emmett's got really decent wrestling and defense, good defense on the ground, and then just got immediately subbed. Do
you want to put my shades on? Are you getting blinded right now?
Yeah, low key.
They're on the table over there.
My bad. I cannot.
What were your thoughts on? What do you think Youssef does? Actually, we won't talk about that. What he does next. But what were your thoughts on Youssef's performance?
I thought it was very, very, very technical.
Mm-hmm.
I saw Josh Emmett was came out looking to land a lot of like big shots,
Mm-hmm.
and usually for other fighters, like seeing Josh Emmett running at you might kind of
Scare you a little bit.
Yeah, kind of scare you. Kind of fluster you. You might not be technically in the game yet because it's like you see a big guy.
You're a little bit more like hesitant, especially a guy like Josh Emmett who has that like one shot power.
And then he just saw that, and then he quickly just transitioned smoothly onto the mat, and I was like,
it was crazy.
I was not expecting it because I thought that Josh Emmett was gonna win. I thought he was gonna win by the method that he was going out with, which is just kind of all guns blazing, trying to like assert dominance.
Yeah.
Use his experience, and Youssef Zalal just kind of used that against him.
Yeah, immediately caught him in a submission.
And I feel like that really impressed me because it's like sometimes when you get into a fight with a fighter like Josh Emmett, like their biggest game plan is getting you out of yours.
Yeah.
By just like getting you so focused on what's happening in the fight right now that you kind of forget everything you trained for.
Yeah.
And that submission was very, very effective.
I was also very confused when it happened because I was like, did the ref just pull him off, or he did?
Yeah, he did
a verbal tap. So I was just like very confused. I'm like, he didn't. But then you saw a different angle where he says that he tapped. Also, I think it's so funny because I remember I wasn't fully paying, like I was doing stuff while I was watching the fight. I didn't realize this until after the fight. Combined between the two of them, they went 0 for 1 on strikes.
Yeah.
Youssef Zalal threw 1 strike and Josh Emmett threw 0 the entire fight. So you're telling me that that's not the performance of the night? Is leaving Josh Emmett to not even be able to throw a single strike, let alone finish him in the first round? Yeah, he's chopped cheddar. Yeah. But I was completely shocked. I thought that Josh Emmett would win by decision. Mm-hmm. That's what I picked originally, and boy, oh boy, could I not have been further from the correct pick.
Any other thoughts on Josh Emmett getting absolutely slimed out?
No.
Washed.
Next up, we had a great fight. Banger fight.
I have
fight of the night.
Thoughts on this one.
Yuri Prochazka versus Khalil Rountree. We'll hear your thoughts first. Go ahead, Samir.
What I said before this episode is that Yuri should be on Fraud Watch, and this is the biggest evidence of it. People will talk so much shit about Drickus, but they will not say anything with Yuri, and I'm feeling like we need to start that conversation with him. What are you doing in those first 2 rounds? Like, what you? I can't even make fun of him because Khalil just went and did it, and he just went in there he won for the first 2 rounds, just managed the third. Just kind of stay there. Don't
fall into the chaos of Yuri Prochazka.
That's what I'm saying. That's all he has is the chaos. It's like you even watch him like training. This guy will just like run with a stick for like 600 yards, and then he'll be like,
the plug.
Yeah, the plug's in his nose. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? It's like and generally you think it's a gimmick, but then you watch him during a fight like this, and it's like, what game plan do you have? Bar just beat the other guy up. And it's like
that's the game plan.
But everyone after the fight saying, "Oh, now he's back to being a real contender." You should not be a contender if you like the UFC is moved past this age of just going there to stand and bang and then nothing else.
Yeah.
I will say though, I will a little bit argue your point. Yuri Prochazka is like 16-2 in his last 18 fights. And the only 2 he's lost are Alex Pereira,
the current champ.
I agree with you. It's stupid that it works,
but it works.
It's dumb because Khalil fell into the trap. Even DC, Joe, and John Emmett were all saying it before the fight started. Khalil can't fall into the chaos because Khalil's a very sound, technical striker. He knows what he wants to throw. He's very defensive, and he proved that in the first 2 rounds. He was stopping Yuri. Yuri didn't really know what to do against him, and then in that third round, in that last minute of that second round, and then into the third, Khalil was just trying to throw, and it's you fell into the chaos of Yuri Prochazka, and
he was really winning the fight. Like, you could say he won the first 2 rounds if he just did what he did against Jamal, just kind of cover up and back up.
Yeah.
He would have won.
Yeah, easily.
It was crazy.
It was honestly, like, I'm very disappointed in you, Khalil. I have to say this. Batman doesn't do that. And I don't know if I can call you Batman anymore, because it was very frustrating to watch, because I'm like, okay, Khalil won the first round, Khalil won the second round, yep, I got my pick right, let's go, this is easy. Oh my god, what are you doing? Oh my god, block. Oh my god, do something. Oh, and you're dead. Oh, great.
Yeah.
Great.
It's not
It was very sad.
He was Batman, now he's a Joker.
No, the other guy was the Joker. I'm not being really happy with Yuri, because I used to go into fights, just be excited like he's a good figure, and it's like his originality was a very big draw to me as to why I liked him. But then I realized it's all like, it's not an act, like he genuinely is just not professional.
Yeah.
So you'd rather it just be like not who he is actually?
No, I'm happy there was like 0 takedowns in
a
good fight.
Yeah.
But it's like you gotta mix in a little bit of like
Do
fight
a little
knowledge.
something. Yeah.
And it's like, it just feels like he watches YouTube videos or like TikTok compilations, and then he just fights based off the adrenaline he gets off of them.
Or
it's like,
hype moments.
Literally, because it's just those first 2 rounds. Like, come on, you're known for your explosiveness. You're known for how dominant you are. You're known for how aggressive you are, and then you get outstruck by Khalil Rountree.
Yeah.
Well, no, which is no disrespect to Khalil Rountree, but it's like Yuri Prochazka is put on that same level by some people as Alex.
Yeah.
And it's like, not that he's the same fighter, but it's like he is able to fight him.
Yeah.
And they do not regard as Khalil as that, but I feel like he's had closer fights.
Khalil was closer to beating Alex than Yuri.
And it's just like, that's why I'm so disappointed, because people are going to walk out of this and they're going to be like, well, Yuri beat Khalil, so he's bet. But it's like, if you watch the fights, like, if this guy just had his head in the game, and it's like, it's just him being stupid. He let the ego get to him.
Yeah.
To be honest, it's not him falling into any traps.
And
He was
Yuri
like,
did
I'm
not
winning.
deserve performance of the night. Not at all.
Fight of the night? Absolutely. But performance of the night?
No.
Not in the slightest.
No, he was not good at all. The next fighter should definitely get.
Merab? Alright, we'll go to Merab Cory. I have some thoughts. I want to speak on this. Merab, I like you. You're cool, you're funny, you do all this shit. I think this was by far your worst performance and most boring performance. You did overall throw some good strikes. You did do a good job against Cory. You actually, in that round 2, I gave you a 10-8. You dominated that round 2.
It was closer.
You knocked him down. It was closer to a 10-8 for Merab than a 10-9 for Cory.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah, but man, it's just like, I don't know what you would do against Merab when you're fighting him, because it's not like he held Cory down for like I can't see the stats, but like control time stats must have been like nothing, because he just constantly takes down. That's
how Merab does it. Yeah,
and it's like, man, like Cory, like he would literally pick Cory up, slam him. Cory would climb back up, get to the fence, stand there for a second, get taken down, climb to the fence, stand up, spin around, get a couple strikes. Merab shoots another takedown. It's like,
I mean, if it works.
It works, but it's like
similar to Yuri, like, hey.
And it's also like a lot of people wanted to see a more entertaining fight.
I would say the fight was kind of entertaining, but by the 4th round, it just got boring, because it's like, man,
he was just doing it.
But I feel like he
he's
got
just stat
there.
padding at that point.
I feel like he got there and he kind of proved nobody's really there to fight him. I mean, his stand-up in this fight I thought was pretty good.
Yeah.
Like, I thought that he went into this fight, he wasn't even looking at Cory as like someone that could take him down. He just thought, let me show these haters that I could fight. And I felt like that's what he did with this performance. And then once he proved it, he just managed it. Like, and he's trying to fight in December, I think. I think he said that after the fight. He's trying to fight in December. Why would you exude that much energy on a guy you've already beat by the 3rd round?
Yeah.
Like you're a fighter. You're trying to fight really quickly. You're trying to show them that you got. You're basically trying to make more money. And it's like, why would you risk? Kind of like it's kind of the same point with Khalil. You can't be looking at Khalil and be like, why did you go out there and try to finish the fight? But then look at Merab, who had the fight done and he just didn't want to risk it.
Yeah.
It's like I feel like Merab went there as a Merab disliker. I was like, okay, this guy can't do anything. This guy just spams takedowns. He did spam him. He did break his record. I think he averaged like 4 takedowns around, which is crazy. But
yeah,
when he got in those exchanges with Cory, I thought he looked better.
Yeah.
And Cory is the guy that people were touting to take him down. There's nobody else there.
But I think so far Cory kind of gave Merab his toughest matchup. Because Sean O'Malley, I would say both fights, I think Merab just was the better fighter. The Umar fight, Umar gave him a little bit more trouble when it came to the ground game, but I think Merab still kind of won in that area. Yeah. Whereas Cory kept getting back up. He couldn't hold Cory down, really, because Cory's jiu-jitsu's there, so Merab has to worry about that a little bit more. And on the feet, Merab landed some good strikes and had some good exchanges, but Cory was landing too, body shot wise. He was hitting Merab in the ribs, he was hitting Merab in the legs, and he was had some decent head strikes against Merab that kind of looked like Merab was like, oh shit, I gotta be smarter with the way I'm fighting. I think overall this was Merab's toughest matchup, but I don't know who you throw at Merab next. We'll talk about that later.
We'll get there later.
But I don't know who beats this guy.
Yeah, I will say, however, while on one hand this is his best striking matchup he's had of his title reign, if not his whole career. He has shown that he's gotten better with striking.
Yep.
Much more compared to the Sean fights where he was getting outstruck. The Umar fight, he was kind of closer, but still Umar was relatively winning. This fight, he actually looked competent on the feet. Which is really helpful, like you were saying, he was averaging 4 takedowns around, which, on paper sounds good, but it's also a testament to how bad his actual
wrestling is.
His control time is. He's a really good, he's really good at getting his opponent down, but he is horrible when it comes to keeping them there.
Yeah.
In the second round, he pummeled Cory. He was laying on him, getting him some ground and pound, and then after 20 seconds, Cory was like, I'm just gonna stand up. This guy can't do shit. He was just laying on me, and he's this tall.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna stand up.
Yeah.
He got up. He was up for 10 seconds. Merab shoots 2 more takedowns, gets him down, and then like you said, it's just rinse and repeat. Because Merab, great at the sweeps and the trips and the takedowns, all this, but keeping them there,
wrestling and grappling, he's terrible. He's terrible.
Yeah, Sean O'Malley was able to stand up on him, and Sean's solid, with his, grappling and whatnot. He's not you think that if Merab was that good at taking down people, he'd be that good at keeping people down.
Yeah.
Sean O'Malley, easy, could stand up. Umar could stand up. Peter Yan, everybody. They just go, oh, I'm down? All right, anyways, the Peter Yan fight is a great example because how many takedowns was it? 30-something?
Yeah, yeah.
Because he just went, oh, I'm down. Let me stand up. Oh, he got me again. All right, well, let me stand up again.
Yeah.
Because Merab just can't keep people there, which is weird because he's so, he's probably one of the best, has some of the best takedowns.
He's one of the best takedown artists you could
in the company.
say, in the history of the UFC, in the sport. He just gets people down, but like you said, he just doesn't know, he would take down Cory and, drop and hold him and get him down, and then it's he just kind of would hold onto his legs and be get position, get some hooks in, get back control. This fight could have been over in the 4th or 3rd round if Merab took him down, got body locks, and then got a submission.
In the second round when he was just sitting on him, pummeling him, but then he just was all right. That's the thing is that Merab he's great, but he just can't keep him there.
He's I wouldn't say a one-trick pony, but he's a one-trick specialist. Almost.
Yeah.
He knows how to do that.
Yeah.
And guys can't stop it.
Well, yeah, and even in our last episode when I was talking about going into the fight, I'm I don't think because generally outside of the Sean fight, because Sean O'Malley for some reason was just like leaving his neck wide presented. Other than that one fight, I'm never worried about Merab getting like a finish on the ground really, because Merab just kind of sits there, hits him a few times, and then they stand up.
Yeah.
Because Merab's just takedown.
Yep.
And this fight was a great example of it, where he was pummeling Cory in the second, and then somehow Cory was just like, man, that hurt. Anyways, let's keep going.
Let me get up. Yeah.
Let's go for 3 more rounds, because like, yeah. But Cory also did quite good. I mean, he won the first round, in my opinion. And he arguably won the 5th round, maybe, but he was closer anyways. Like, he had the biggest strike of the round.
Yeah.
But overall, Merab was just kind of pressuring and all that. So Cory won the first anyways. And then the rest of the time, it was just pretty one-sided. So, yeah, Merab, you're good. You're still third pound for pound, which you should be. And that's about it.
Yeah. Moving on, though. Main event time. Not much to talk about, but Ben.
Okay.
What's with your locks here, buddy?
So
I don't think you've gotten one lock right.
I don't think I have either, honestly, which is funny, because there's now been, I think it was the last 2 pay-per-views now, where, you know, someone else said, I'm locking this guy, and I went, all right, I'll lock someone else then, and I pick someone else, and that person ends up losing. It's happened multiple times now, because I was like, oh, I'll lock Merab, and then you spoke first, and I'm like, well, I guess I'll lock Magomed. So, remember when Alex was saying, like, oh yeah, I was at like 30-40% power? I think he might have been.
Yeah.
I think he might have been.
All I was saying is that's exactly what I was talking about before the fight. I remember when we were doing our previews, and not even like the last episode, like when we were looking ahead towards this fight a couple weeks ago, I said, like, he only lost that last fight because he was in his head. Like, you could see he was not approaching it. Like, Alex was not approaching it the way that he usually does.
Right.
And it made no sense because it was Magomed Ankalaev. And it's like, thank God I could say that about him now. But the goblin is just gone. It's like, he's just a boring fighter. He doesn't even have the chops in a press conference. Like, I remember watching that press conference. That was like one of the worst ones I've ever seen. No Shama in here. No Shama. And then he goes into that fight. What game plan do you have? The one thing you should know with Alex, and he did it in the last fight, is don't stand with him. Especially,
he got immediately pressed against the fence.
And not only that, it's like he got hit once and he gave up.
Yeah.
Because it's like he was not defending his face. Like, I remember what I liked is that someone was saying, like, oh, like, Herb Dean's reffing the fight. So it's like, not only did they want Alex to get it back, but they made sure it wasn't an early stoppage. Because they could have stopped it within, like, 2 strikes. This guy was not moving.
Yeah,
it was
boom.
It was an embarrassing display. I think, having said that, though, this fight doesn't really mean anything for me towards Alex, because it was more a detriment of how Ankalaev carried the fight rather than pointing out what Alex did. Because if you really think about it, what has he changed about his game plan? What do you see besides like persevering? But he did it against Izzy as well. So it's like, what do you walk out of the fight learning about Alex Pereira? I don't see anything. Yeah. I just feel like it was a regular Alex Pereira fight. Yeah. The last one, he, like you said, he was like 30-40. You could clearly see it with the way he was carrying himself. Like, you're going in to defend your belt, and you're actively hugging the other guy back. Like, that's just not Alex. Yeah. And then the second he got that fire in him, you know, I don't know who reminded him, made that joke about the tires one too many times. He does not want to go back there.
Yep.
And he's made it very obviously clear. But I think if another guy like Ankalaev comes in, and just a guy that's more all-round, I see Alex not winning enough. Like, I see how Alex is right now is... How Izzy story went, that's how I'm seeing Alex. It's like the second he has someone to stop him, he's not good. He's not getting back to that level at all.
Yeah.
And I feel like he needs to pick and choose his next couple of fights very well, because he's in a position of power to do so. He's been a loyal member to Dana White, to the pay-per-views. I feel like he's like 37, 38 now.
Something like that, yeah.
1 or 2 more fights to get that crossover fight.
The heavyweight fight.
Yeah, just get the money. Because honestly, I think this was the last time. This was like a legacy fight for me. This is just getting his name back in the good graces of everybody. After this, if he loses, it doesn't matter to me because I feel like this was his last proper fight.
Okay.
Because I watched him in it. He didn't really do anything that was different.
Yeah.
And that's more a detriment to Ankalaev because it's like you should have known this guy, what he does, and you should have stopped it.
Yeah.
But I'm also happy it happened.
I'm ecstatic. I was doing laps around my house. This was a monumental moment. If anything, I guess I kind of agree with you. But if anything, this just further cements that Alex Pereira is one of the greatest combat sports athletes ever. He's now a 3-time champion. Like this, it was actually ridiculous how fast and how quick he came out of the gates. Like just I'm gonna win this fight and you can't stop me. He immediately backed up Magomed against the fence, immediately set up some combos, and then that overhand from hell just fucking clipped. And I kind of agree with you. Ankalaev just kind of looked like he gave up. Like he kind of got clipped and then just kind of like shrimped and was like, uh-oh, and then just like let Alex Pereira
As a champion,
as like a kind
insane.
of like Magomed's a pretty good striker. Like I would say he's more of a striker than a grappler.
Mm-hmm.
But as a pretty good grappler against Alex, who's not that good, to give up full mount and give up like I don't even know what that position's called, like a side full mount almost. To give that up that early, like you kind of screwed yourself, Magomed.
Yeah.
Like as a decent wrestler, someone from Dagestan, you should know you never give up that position because you're gonna lose.
Yep.
And he immediately almost fell into Alex's full mount. And then immediately shrimped and tried to like cover, and at that point, Herb could have called the fight as soon as you get in that position, you're basically not getting out. You're done.
Yeah.
Alex Pereira looked really really good. I mean, there's not much to say because it was such a quick finish. But what's next? I mean, we'll talk about it. If he does he stay at light heavyweight? Does he just get that immediate shot at Tom or Cyril, whoever wins the belt at heavyweight in a couple weeks here? But I want to hear a little bit of your thoughts here, Ben, because we haven't given you a chance to talk.
So I think, in my opinion, I think the hate for Magomed Ankalaev is kind of crazy, personally. Because I think in the light heavyweight division, as a striker, he's probably, not to make jokes, but he's probably 6th or 7th best striker in the light heavyweight division. I mean, he's obviously worse than Alex Pereira. He's worse than like a Jiri. He's worse than these guys. Sure. But he's better than most people in the division.
I think the hate, though, just comes from because he beat Alex.
Yeah.
That's where the hate comes from, is that he beat...
And also that he's Russian, so people immediately think, oh, well, this.
Yeah.
While the first fight, he was winning on the feet and outstriking Alex, and then was already winning, and then started to push him against the fence because he already was winning.
Mm-hmm.
And do you disagree?
I have a question. So I'm just looking at the pound for pound updated rankings.
Yep.
Alex goes above Volkanovski.
That's crazy. That's
You
crazy.
think that's fair?
No.
Because I'm looking at that right now. That's why I was like shaking my head.
Oh,
like,
I thought you were disagreeing. And I was like, no, I saw that. That's actually ridiculous. Alex should be. Honestly, I don't think it's crazy to say. I think he should be below JDM as well. He should be like 6th.
He should be like.
Alex should be like currently 6.
I thought that was higher.
So he's 6 right now. Volk moves down to 7, which is just.
Where's JDM?
JDM's below Volk.
8th. And then
He should be below both of them. Like, what has Alex done other than striking? What grappling, what wrestling has he shown to be above Volk or JDM? Nothing. He provides virtually no wrestling or grappling. That's how he lost to Magomed originally. That's how people argue. Like, you could say, oh, Yan beat Alex. I mean, obviously Alex beat Yan, which some people think is a robbery. But Yan, he was doing that so easy. Alex has from what we've seen, nearly no grappling at all. He should not be. He's what, 6? You said?
Yeah.
And he's only below what? Is he right below Pantoja?
Yeah, which is
like Alex in the middleweight division right now would not be champ.
No.
Not even close to being champ.
No, like that's horrible. It's ridiculous. And Magomed's now what, like 10 then?
Magomed's 11.
11.
He's
That's
below
ridiculous.
Drickus.
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair. But like, I think it's so ridiculous how like Magomed virtually shut down Alex completely.
Shavkat's still 15. Sorry.
Shavkat's that's so
and
stupid.
Armin being 14. I mean, Armin makes a little sense.
Yeah. The
But,
bottom
like,
two spots
I
are just
don't
guys
know.
who. Anyways, yeah. But Alex, I actually have a question for you guys because I saw a lot of people saying this, and I am indifferent in this. What would you say is more impressive? Because people were saying, packed the Dagestani, packed him up, all this stuff. People are like, well, they're 1-1, like they have this, they both have a win over each other. What do you think's more impressive? Alex Pereira knocking him out in, what was it, a minute 40 or so?
Minute 20, yeah.
Minute 20? What's more impressive? Alex knocking him out in a minute 20 or Magomed winning over a 25-minute fight?
Both are the same for me. It's like in each of those instances, I blame the receiving fighter, the one that loses. It's like in Alex's win, I'm blaming Ankalaev because I'm like, why are you going about the fight like this? You're champion, and I was gonna.
You let him chin you.
That was gonna be a point I was gonna make. I'll make it after we get Jacob's insight. But it's like you don't feel like, at least for me, I don't feel like champions feel that pressure to perform as a champion as they used to do like 5-6 years ago. It's like, how as a champion you're the guy retaining the belt. Yeah. It's your first defense. Yeah. Why are you giving up so easily? Yeah. And it's not good. And the same thing could be said about Alex in the last one. You're fighting a guy that's coming into this fight. Nobody's really rating unless you fight the way that he wants you to fight. Yeah. So then you just go and fight exactly how he wants you to. Yeah. And so I think the one that's more impressive is probably the Alex knockout, because I just didn't think that Ankalaev was going to go in the fight like that. That's what impressed me. It's like I was surprised that he just went about it the way he did. Yeah.
It's hard to say for me because I think it's true what Alex was saying with when he was injured. He was only at 40% because like he came out of this one guns blazing and he did not come out that way in the last one. I would probably just have to say that I think it's more impressive that Alex knocked him out so quickly because Magomed's the champion, because Magomed was on this insane win streak. Like, it's super impressive for Alex to just come out and be like, I'm gonna win and you're not gonna stop me. Yeah. Not to discredit Magomed's performance against Alex in the first fight, it was super impressive what he was able to do. He shut down Alex completely, and Alex really couldn't do much against him. But overall, I think knocking someone out in the first round like that against the guy who's been training, who has a game plan, and you immediately just go out and no, I'm gonna knock you out in this first round. Like you could see from the get go, Alex. As soon as Alex started striking, I'm like, he's gonna knock him out this round. Like it's already wraps. Like he looks so confident. Yeah. Whereas Magomed didn't, and I think that was this whole press conference. The whole thing is Magomed just didn't seem to have like, I'm the champion, you have to come through me. Yeah. Whereas Alex almost came at it like, you're the champion and I'm going to murder you because I need my belt back. I need to solidify that I'm one of the best fighters in the UFC. I do think the pound for pound rankings is a little ridiculous. I think that he shouldn't be that high. But I also can see it a little bit from the UFC's perspective. Like, this is a guy who defended his light heavyweight belt a bunch and just got it back, but did it in such an impressive manner. Like, I would say I kind of agree that I could see why Pereira's above Volk. I don't think he should be above like JDM, but like above Volk kind of. I was gonna say I kind of would like think
they should be the other way, like Jack over Volk.
Like I think it should be like Volk, Pereira, JDM. I think that's how the ranking should be.
I agree. That's like looking at it, I kind of understand because having a guy be above 2 champions is kind of insane.
Yeah. But overall, I think Alex was just super. He impressed me so much in this fight, overcoming adversity. Because like we saw it when he got knocked out by Izzy, we saw he could come back. So like I was a little, but it's been 2 years since that Izzy knockout. So I was like, is he gonna be able to overcome adversity again? I don't need these. The sun
Yeah,
finally crossed that building.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I'm super impressed.
We look like we're in nighttime.
Yeah, hold on.
While Jacob is talking about this, I'll also give my opinion. I personally think that Magomed's was more impressive than Alex's personally, because I almost think, like, obviously yes, the knockout was so impressive just because he like brutalized him, but I feel like you could almost argue that it was like that. You could almost argue that that was more like luck. I don't think it was, because Alex Pereira, we've seen he's been like the best striker or one of the best strikers in the UFC, so it's not luck, but it's like, you know, he got lucky that time. Versus Magomed winning over 5 rounds and like pretty, Alex, you could say, won 1 round in that fight versus 4 rounds where it's just like 20 to 25 minutes of like pure, he won. So I think personally, I think Magomed's was more impressive, not to discredit Alex's, because obviously that, you know, it was a sliming, to say the least. And yeah, whoa.
I'm fixing it.
We're hitting like every angle. But yeah, no, I think.
Pause for a sec. I'm just gonna pause the recording. Can you guys? Sorry about that, everybody. Had to mess around with camera settings. Go ahead, Ben.
As I was saying, I just think Magomed's was slightly more impressive, not like incredibly, but neck and neck.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, that's all I have to say about that.
Do you think the meaning of becoming a champion and retaining your belt,
Like you're not a
it's
champ until your first defense.
No, do you think fighters have kind of lost the effect of actually wanting the belt? Because it's like the last couple title fights that I've been seeing, I don't feel like it means the same to them that it used to like a couple years ago, and I'm kind of feeling that's because of how the UFC treats it. I mean,
Are you saying like fighters more care about like the money fights than a title fight?
yeah, because it's like they'll carry themselves in a title fight if it's like I'll see a fighter and I don't care if it's stylistically not the matchup you want. I feel like, for example, let's just say like Sean O'Malley when he was champion. It's like if the fight didn't go the way he wanted to, you could literally just see him kind of throw a tantrum.
Kind of bored.
Yeah, and he's like, fuck, man. Like you see him sitting in his corner and he's like, fuck, I can't do anything. You're giving up and you have 3-4 rounds. And it's like you see him in the second round against Merab in the rematch. And it's like you spent the whole camp trying to come back here, trying to get your championship back, trying to get everyone to shut up. And it's like the second it doesn't go the way you want it, you give up. And then we saw in this fight again, the second it doesn't go the way that Ankalaev wants it, it kind of feels like he's not going to do anything else. Same thing with Alex in the last fight when he was getting hugged the whole time. Just felt like, okay, it's like the third round. You have 2 rounds to change the outcome, and it just felt like in the third, they accept their fate, and they just go out and lose. Like,
yeah.
I feel like a Leon moment would not happen at all. Like in any of the divisions right now with a guy losing a fight, needing to win the belt, I just don't feel like people got that moment in them.
I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna like disagree with you just because like a Leon moment's so hard to come by. Mm-hmm. Like a Leon moment's that could be one in a lifetime. You know what I mean? It's so, and you gotta kind of get in the mindset of a fighter. Mm-hmm. You're down 3 rounds to nothing.
It's pretty.
What are you supposed to do? And you're getting like in that like you said, Sean O'Malley versus Merab, the first one, where Sean just got dominated for those 5 rounds. Like that's gotta be mentally draining. As a fighter, you're like, I'm down 3 rounds to nothing. I'm fighting my best fight. What am I supposed to do here? Yeah. He's just taking me down. He's dominating me on the ground. I can't get up. Like, that first fight, Sean really couldn't get up that well. I can't get up. I can't. My jiu-jitsu's not good enough to pose a threat there. I'm a striker. What am I to do against the guy who's doing this against me? I look at, like, Dricus Kalmzat, like, that fight. Like, if you're getting laid on for 4 rounds, you're down 4-0, and the 5th round comes, like, I think what Leon had was that that corner moment. It's kind of got repetitive now with his coach saying, "Come on, Leon!"
Don't let him
bully
your son.
But like that moment was so like you need a coach like
Yeah.
I think at that point it falls on your coach to you can't just say you need a finish like this
Yeah.
is it, you need a finish. No, you have to spark like light a fire under their ass
Yeah.
to make them want it, because you are down. You've been training months for this fight and now you're down 4 rounds to nothing because a guy's just laying on you.
Yeah.
You're so mentally drained. It's like, well, what the fuck? What am I supposed to do, coach? Like, I'm trying to finish him. If I did want to finish him, I would have finished him in the first round and got out of here and went and gone party. Like, it's tough. You got to think as a fighter. Like, you're like, man, what am I to do here?
Yeah. No, it's totally like, and sometimes I think it just comes down to like, really, it's just like there are levels sometimes. Like in the 2 fights you mentioned, like the Magomed Alex and then the Merab Sean one, it's just like, Sean, he's a striker and he's fighting a grappler to Merab's, extent where he just like spears you. And it's just like, I'm taken down. Well, all right, cool. Well, I gotta keep doing this. And it's like, you need a knockout, but you can't really implement what you do because this guy's just like running, with his head down, charging at you, which is tough. Or the Magomed one, like, he shelled up because, like, really, what's anyone gonna do if Alex Pereira is just like laying on you, raining down on you? I'm gonna be doing the same thing. I'm gonna be like, well, I'm gonna try not die right now because it's just like, well, there's levels to this, and I think it is a bit of a mentality thing, and it's just like, you gotta lock in, and if someone is so much, like, if they're just able to do whatever they want to you, it is mentally draining, and you're just like, well, I'm cooked,
In this day and age of people being mentally drained, you really need a guy that has nothing up there, like Nate Diaz, because it's like, I'm trying to think, how did this guy not give up? And then I'm starting to think of it, he didn't really have much up there in this fight.
He's like, a brainless brute.
Like imagine that fight against Conor happening again, but he had like just double the IQ he had. He'd just be like, bro, I'm fucked.
Yeah.
But then he was just eating everything up, being like, I don't care what you're gonna do. And I feel like in the UFC right now, you kind of need just people out there that just, especially for fans. Like, you just kind of need a guy the way that Alex was in his last fight, which is like, fuck it, bro. I'm going to come out here guns blazing and actually be able to back it up. I feel like the UFC is getting so technical that it's like, if one part of your like 6 months elaborate training camp is fucked, it's like you feel like everything's held by that one thing.
Yeah.
And it's like the second he's like alters, like if his stance is not the one that you thought it was, you're like, oh fuck, the whole thing's fucked. You don't go out there and just to throw hands. I feel like it's way too technical, and it needs to go down a little.
Well, that's the thing too, is that like all the fighters, like since, let's just say a decade ago, even 5 years ago, like everybody is better now. So it's like a lot of people are more well-rounded. So if you're not a well-rounded fighter, like, I mean, let's just say Sean O'Malley, for example. He's not super well-rounded. He's pretty, he's good at, he's, one of the best boxers in the UFC. But he's not great at defending the takedowns. Like, he's solid, not great. Versus Merab, who's really good at that, but not really good at the other stuff. He's just going to do what he's good at, and Sean can't stop it. What can you do, really? Or, like, if you're looking at, for example, like, someone fighting an Arman Sarukian or an Islam Makhachev, it's like, they're so well-rounded and, like, at that level, that's like, well, what am I gonna do? Islam's gonna take me down, submit me. I'm cooked. And that's kind of just what happens. Like, you need to be well-rounded and also be really good at something. And some fighters just don't have that. And I don't know. That's all I gotta say about that.
Yeah. Let's move on. Let's get to our overall matchmaking, and then we'll quickly run through the Rio card because we've been going at this for quite a while now.
Do you need a charger?
Yeah.
Jacob, can you talk and all? We'll get.
Yeah. So we're gonna do a quick overview of our matchmaking picks, and then we're gonna quickly run over the Rio de Janeiro card very quickly because we've been going at this for a while now. So we'll do that. Samir's just getting his laptop plugged in so we don't lose our audio file because that would be quite shitty. All right, we're good. So yeah, let's get into matchmaking. We'll go from the bottom of the main card to the top.
So
we'll
we're
start
starting
with
with
losers first, then we'll go
Abus.
winners. So we'll go Abus Magomedov. Who do we think? Ben, let's hear it.
Me?
Yep.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay. I want Abus Magomedov to fight the loser of a certain fight. Because this fight, someone is near the rankings, apparently. I mean, they got dropped out. So whoever wins this fight probably will be ranked. I think you might have the same thing. We'll see. I have Abus Magomedov versus the loser between Ikram Aliskerov and the Iron Turtle Park. Because I think whoever loses will be either right beside or within 2 spots of rankings with Abus, and it'll just be a fun fight. So Ikram Aliskerov or Park, I think Park's gonna lose that fight. Mm-hmm. So the Iron Turtle, your guy, versus Abus Magomedov for me.
Okay. I had 2, so that was my main
You also
one.
the loser?
Yeah, I had the loser between Ikram and my guy Jun Young Park. But I hope Jun Young Park wins because I love the Iron Turtle now.
Yeah.
But it's okay. I had a second one. My second one was a guy who is also on this card. I have Abus versus Edmund Shabazian.
That's fair.
Who just sorry, who
You can go
just
first
won
next
his
time.
fight against Andre Munoz, he's a little bit lower. Abus was in the rankings, not in the rankings. I don't know. It was kind of
Abus
weird.
was, 2 weeks ago he was 15, and then right before the card they for some reason dropped him below Ikram.
Yeah.
So he's basically 16th.
Yeah. So we'll give him. I think Edmund Shabazian's not a bad shout.
Or I guess now he's 17th because Joe Pyfer's now 15. So
Yeah.
it'd be Joe Pyfer, Ikram,
Ah,
whatever.
no.
Whatever. They're all close.
Yep. Samir.
I mean, you kind of.
Is it basically just a combination of one of those Edmund or?
Yeah, fair enough.
It's just that good of a pick.
Yeah.
Joe Pyfer.
Joe
who do you
Pyfer,
think?
you go first.
For Joe Pyfer, I think Chris Curtis.
All right.
Okay, and
I'm
why
not
is
mad at
that?
Just I think both are around this. I mean, I'm not on Tapology. I don't have the lower ranked.
Do you?
fighters.
I'm just looking at. I'm just
So
looking at.
I'm not looking at.
I'm just staring at the recording. That's.
Yeah, I'm just basing it. I think they're both around the top 15. If I'm not
Chris
wrong.
Curtis is probably in that range,
Yeah, he's
25 or something.
He's
And I just think
Yeah.
Joe Pyfer needs a
body
little.
bag.
He just needs a fight like that
To
just
solidify his
something-
ranking.
Solidify his ranking.
That's fair. I think it's not ridiculous.
I have Joe fighting up.
Uh-huh.
I got Joe. He's in the rankings now. I'm giving him the Italian Dream,
Nice.
Marvin Vittori.
Nice.
Who's kind of on a shit streak right
It's
now.
and he's on a 3 or 4 fight losing streak.
In his last
3.
6, he's won 2, and he's 0-3 in his last 3.
3 fight losing streak, right?
So he's kind of on the down low. Give Joe Pyfer, who's 3-0 in his last 3. Marvin Vittori, prove that you deserve to still be in that top 15. Joe, go out and prove why you want to shoot up, why you should be fighting bigger guys like Bobby Nux. I was thinking maybe Bobby Nux, but not yet.
Not yet, no.
Let's give him Marvin Vittori.
I had a very similar thought process to you. I didn't pick Marvin Vittori. I thought about Marvin Vittori, and there's a few people like Marvin Vittori, you can maybe just say Paulo, but
He's
I
done.
think, yeah. I'm pretty sure he's actually within 1 rank of Marvin Vittori, actually, and he got
Slime
the worst sliming I've seen maybe of the year. I have Joe Pyfer versus Roman Dolidze.
That was my backup.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure they're 12 and 13. They're right beside each other or something.
Yep.
And Roman, you could also do. Marvin's great. I just think Marvin should fight someone unranked just because he's on a 3 fight losing streak. He's frankly horrible right now. Roman, he got smoked, but he's only on a 1 fight losing streak, I think.
Yep.
But it was just so bad that I think
it was really
Joe
bad.
versus him would be also very interesting because Roman, he's shown solid grappling throughout his career, and Joe's got sneaky graps apparently. So I would love to see it personally.
Yep. All right, Josh Emmett, Youssef Zalal. Let's go Josh Emmett first. I want to go first. I think I said this last time we talked about this guy. I got Josh Emmett versus Jean Silva. Both are right now. Josh Emmett moved down to 9. Jean Silva's 10. I want to see Jean Silva get not a can fight, but a fight. I know he could probably beat Josh Emmett, but
I
also
think,
it's kind of
yeah.
a check. okay, if you can't beat Josh Emmett, you don't deserve to be in
If you
this
can't beat
championship.
Mr. Spam Overhand Rights,
Yeah. So I want to see Jean Silva win because I could low-key see Jean getting a little too cocky and getting chinned.
Yeah.
So I think I said that when Jean Silva originally lost.
Yeah.
I want to see that Josh Emmett fight, so that's my pick. I want to see Josh Emmett.
For Josh Emmett. See, I see. Hearing your pick, it sounds way better than mine.
Okay.
I was gonna say like, kind of feed him to the wolves, kind of.
Okay.
What are you doing to Josh Emmett?
Mofsar. Mofsar's number 1.
That's what I'm saying. I just want this guy to fight up.
You just want like Mofsar who hasn't who hasn't fought in a while. Just give him Josh Emmett.
Yeah, because I'm trying to think in a matchmaker style, and I feel like that's the perfect match for Mofsar. Because I'm thinking not in terms of Emmett's betterment. I'm thinking.
Do you think that Mofsar's definitely gonna win? And it's
Yes,
just like
and then it's
Just like a can for Mofsar.
like he's gonna get an easy win, and then it kind of pushes him back into the conversation.
Okay.
And I feel like this guy's been out of the conversation for so long, and I feel like if you get a really convincing win against Emmett,
almost like
you
the same vibe with like Armin versus Hooker, where it's okay.
exactly like that. Like these guys shouldn't be fighting.
Yeah.
But
you gotta prove yourself.
You just gotta prove yourself again.
Okay, I'm not mad at that.
I personally, we all have very different vibes. He's the number 1 contender, best prospect. I'm picking an unk, and I think loser retires. I have Josh Emmett versus Patricio Pitbull Freire, because both of them, not looking great. I mean, I guess you could say Pitbull's looking better.
Yep.
Because he beat Dan Ige, which also Josh Emmett would probably annihilate Dan Ige, but that's neither here nor there. I personally would love to see just 2 unks go at it. In my mind, in my brain mapping, I don't think Pitbull is going to be fighting Losan Keita anymore, just because all that stuff happened. So I think they're not fighting anymore. Pitbull, he cut the weight. He had a camp. What was that for the France card?
Yep.
Yeah. So like he was supposed to fight not too long ago. Josh Emmett just got finished. I think timeline wise that would kind of work, and they're both unks, and it'd be a pretty fun fight. So that's who I had personally.
Yeah. Youssef Zalal was kind of tough for me personally because
there's a lot of people you could.
Yeah, the featherweight division. I hope we don't get.
It's almost like there's too many good people.
I hope it doesn't turn into lightweight where they're all like, I deserve a title shot. I don't want to fight anyone else because Zalal was like, I deserve the title shot. It's like, no, you don't, bro. You're 7.
Did you see that he called for either the title or Lerone Murphy?
Yeah, no.
What?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I personally have him fighting Arnold Allen.
Yeah. Okay.
Because Allen kind of hasn't fought since 2020.
He hasn't fought in over a year.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's like a year and 2 months.
And he beat Giga Chikadze and I want to see him fight
and Giga
again.
Chikadze sucks.
Yeah. So I want to see him fight a top guy who's on a streak like Youssef Zalal.
Yeah.
And they're 7 and 6. I can perfectly see that. I maybe thought Aljo, but I think Aljo deserves a little bit higher.
Yeah, that's not ridiculous.
So yeah, I went Youssef versus Arnold Allen. If Arnold Allen never decides to fight again.
I'll say I personally picked, in my opinion, I don't think he has no way he should be fighting for the title. My way, I was just eliminating. No way he fights for the title. I don't think he should fight Mofsar just because that fight, I'm whatever.
Yeah.
He shouldn't fight Diego. Once again, I'm just he could, but I think Diego should fight, in my opinion, I think Diego and Mofsar should have a rematch. That's whatever. So, I have Youssef Zalal versus Yair Rodriguez.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that.
Because that'd be a fun fight, striker versus grappler. And Yair also hasn't fought in 5 ever. So, just kind of similar to what you were saying with Mofsar and Josh Emmett. Just get this high-ranked guy who hasn't fought in a while, someone who's looking all right. So, I personally have Yair versus Youssef Zalal.
Yep. Samir?
See, I didn't think we'd have the same pick. I was kind of going for the same kind of idea with Mofsar.
Hey! So you're not picking Mofsar then, are you?
No. I was going for the same type of idea
of
setting a guy up, and I have not seen him fight in a while.
Yeah,
I was also going like an alternate. Like my you should never make me a matchmaker. I can't lie, because I'm just looking at my picks. I'm thinking of it in like kind of like storyboards. I'm thinking of like, oh, like the storyline would be sick. Because I had Billy Quarantillo as a matchup, but then I remember this guy's not even like top 25. I don't even know what rank he is. I was just thinking
he's probably like one loss away from being cut. Like,
no, because I don't know why. I think that Cub Swanson matchup was in my head, and I was low-key like...
He's 60th. On Tapology's ranking, Billy Quarantillo...
Yeah, just cut this clip out, guys. Cut this clip out.
I'm making this an Instagram clip.
No! My ball knowledge is not that. I was just thinking of that Cub Swanson fight, and I'm like,
that would be
he'd probably beat... You know, if he lost to Cub Swanson, Youssef Zalal would just... fuck him up. So then I was just sitting here while you guys were saying your picks, and I'm thinking, I'm like, wait, like my heart dropped, and I'm like, wait a minute, this guy's naughty. Like last time I checked, he's not even
the Cub Swanson.
So that was my alternate pick. So I couldn't even go to that one.
Just stick to Yair, bro.
No, I just want to be honest. Like I said Yair, but my backup was really shit.
Oh man, that's funny.
No, it's not.
Who do you think Khalil should fight?
Khalil Rountree.
Just Glover.
Yeah, Khalil should fight. Oh fuck, Alex Pereira.
I actually think he should fight down.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Fair.
You guys are like, finally, this guy's not.
He's on to something. He's on to something.
I think I really like Khalil. I feel like you should give him Jamal Hill.
Again?
All right.
I feel like you should give him Jamal Hill again.
Just
get him
beat
that
him
win.
again.
Get him that win, because it's like, I feel like his last couple of fights, like I feel really bad for Khalil, because he's literally like, if I don't know if you guys watch soccer, but there's like something called XG. He's like, he should win, like based off of like expected, like
not the Arsenal fan.
No.
It's like XG.
It's like Khalil should be winning all these matchups, and it just hasn't worked out because he's letting like a little. He just needs to tweak himself a little bit more.
Yeah.
I feel like beat Jamal again, get that fight against a guy of Yuri's caliber. Whether like maybe like, depending on what happens in the next couple of fights, I personally feel like beat Jamal, and then whatever happens with Olberg, that's what I'm trying to see. I'm trying to see Olberg Rountree.
Okay.
Because that would be a matchup that I'm excited for.
So you want to build him up to fight Carlos?
Yes, that's what I'm trying to do.
Okay.
And Jamal's just fucking Jamal, so.
Yeah, true. What do you think?
I like my pick. I'm super happy about it. I want to see Khalil Rountree fight Johnny Walker. Hear me out now.
I'm not mad at it.
That's a banger fight. That's a great fight. Johnny Walker coming off his win against Ming Yang Zhang. I butchered that. Okay. Zhang Min Yang, my fault. Just gotta switch it around. I think that's really fun.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it. He's, I mean, now one of two Brazilians to win a main event.
And it's like technical striker versus just like fuck it, we ball
Johnny
striker
Walker
versus
it's against fifth in the ranking versus 12.
Yeah, and a guy who just lost to, and a guy who's like,
and Johnny just beat a prospect kind of thing.
Yeah, my other one was like Volkan
Ozdemir. Yeah,
but like
Volkan's just boring,
and he's got a fight against Alonso. So.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, Atomic Alonzo Menafield. Oh my god, banger. Personally, I have a similar vibe. Like, I think he should fight down.
Yep.
But not like super far down. I have Khalil Rountree versus the winner of a certain fight. I have him versus the winner of Alexander Rakic and Azamat Murzakanov.
Okay.
Because I think that the winner of that fight, either way, is still worse than Khalil.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like I want to tune up Precious, on that time, man. So I think like either way it would be a fun fight because Azamat could absolutely, possibly knock out Khalil, and Rakic could too. But like I think they're both a little step down.
Yeah.
So maybe they could fight up. It's close. I think like whoever wins that fight is within a couple spots of Khalil.
Yeah.
So give Khalil a little tune up, a little tune up,
yep.
And then he can fight up. Maybe fight Olberg like that. But yeah, I think Khalil versus the winner of Rakic Mirzakhanov. I think Samir wants to.
Yuri Prochazka.
I'm skipping that one because
He's abstaining from picking.
Okay.
no, that one he's kind of gonna give up what I'm gonna say for another one. So
Okay.
I'm gonna wait until your picks are done.
Okay.
You wanna go
Jacob.
to the title fight.
All right, I got Yuri versus Magomed. To be honest, I think that
Okay.
one. I think.
Okay, never mind then. I'm not abstaining.
I think that one's the most like. Yeah, he's the number 2,
Yeah.
and they're not gonna give Magomed a rematch. Let's be real.
No.
So
I feel like
Yuri versus Magomed.
Do you also have
just makes
Magomed?
sense.
for a vacated, I feel like Alex needs to.
Oh, let's not talk about vacating. Let's not talk about vacating just yet. So you got Yuri versus Magomed too?
Yeah.
Okay, let's alright, move on. Now go.
Well, funny enough, I kind of have a similar vibe. I have Yuri versus Carlos Ulberg for the vacated title. So we all have vacated. I think Yuri, he won. He's like right there. Carlos also just
The
won.
thing is,
I think.
But you can't. You gotta
Well,
give him the.
What if I got to
okay,
it?
if we're assuming that the title gets vacated, I am gonna say Yuri versus Ulberg for the vacated title.
He switched up on you.
I switched up.
He switched up on you.
But you guys can't. You guys gotta give him like a little bit. He deserves that because they're 1-1. They're
why-
1-1. So
Yeah, but
at least
the
give him that
UFC
interim.
The UFC's
While-
not giving
while
I
Magomed
know,
a title shot for
While I agree,
years.
they
bro.
don't care about Magomed on the live.
Dana saw that knockout and went,
Finally.
I'm never giving you a title shot for like 3 years.
Yeah,
bro.
no. I think it's gonna be because I think Carlos deserves it more than Yuri, but Yuri, I mean, just like killed Khalil, so I think both of them kind of deserve it. So I think, and you could even say Magomed just sits out for a while and then fights the title, but either way, I have Ulberg versus Prochazka for the vacant light heavyweight title.
Yep. I wonder who vacates.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Weird.
Cory Sandhagen. I want to go first. Cory Sandhagen, please fight Sean O'Malley. I want to see Cory versus Sean so bad. I really want to see it. I think that's a great fight. I think it's 2 white boys. Have it on the White House card. Let's book it right now. I want to see that. That's fireworks waiting to happen. Go ahead, guys.
No. Just no. I have my other fight that I want to see a rematch of a fight that's already happened.
Cory?
Yep, I want to see Cory versus Petter.
Okay. All right.
I feel like
Alright.
who says no to that? I'm not saying no.
I say no. Petter says no.
That's not a bad fight, but
I have a plan.
kind of similar to what you said. This is also hypothetical. I have Cory versus the hypothetical winner of Sean O'Malley and Song Yadong. Because I don't know, that fight's not confirmed, but it's like heavily rumored. So I'm just in my mind saying that fight happens. And realistically, I think Sean O'Malley's going to win that fight, unfortunately. I think Sean's going to win that fight, so just Sean... Basically, Sean versus Cory, but in a longer term.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Sean versus Song in, like, December. Sean versus
I'd love
Sean,
to see it.
And then White House card, Cory versus Sean.
No.
Maybe.
I also have... I'm seeing it right now. I'm seeing...
Okay, here. Who do you have Merab fighting next?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
what...
Because we have the same...
We have the same...
Before I say it, your guys are gonna hate me for this, but I'm just seeing
If you
Dana
give Sean
White.
O'Malley another
No,
rematch,
I'm
gonna
just
punch you
saying
in the face.
I'm just seeing like Dana White on Instagram Live at like
What's up,
4
fight
in the
fans?
morning, and I'm seeing him announce a fight night with Figgy and Cory.
Figgy and Cory?
Like it's just something in my head.
They've already fought. And
Yeah, he wants
also,
a
you just said
rematch.
that he's fighting Peter.
I know, but that's another alternate timeline.
Okay.
It's just speaking to me, you know, like a gut instinct. But
Okay.
I have a Merab fighting a rematch with Umar.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But this is also hypothetical that Umar... Do you think that he has the winner of Umar versus Bautista, or just Umar... Because they're going to fight...
Umar's gonna win.
Okay, that's fair.
That's
Yeah.
I just
What
assumed.
if Bautista wins, though?
Batista versus Merab.
Then is it Bautista versus Merab?
I'm not
I
watching
hope
that.
not. I hope not.
I'm not watching that.
That's a snooze fest.
I'm not watching that.
Me
Bad.
and Jacob have the same. Say it. 3, 2, 1. Peter Yan.
Yeah, I think Peter Yan versus Merab.
Because Merab said he wants to fight Peter in December. And I'm guessing Peter would love to fight Merab in December, so...
And I think Peter... Maybe?
I don't think that's
should fight Cory.
And hear me out, guys. I think Peter's the best chance for Merab to
We said that before. Like, let's just get these fighters...
while I don't necessarily think he might deserve it, I'm not speaking on that. I'm just saying that that's probably the fight that's going to happen. Whether I like it or not, that's what's happening, I think.
I'm just looking at that bantamweight division, and I'm like the top 9, like I'm just looking at them and I'm already writing them off against Merab. Like I can't think of anybody.
That's the thing is that like most people are gonna lose to him, but he's got to fight somebody.
Could be Peter.
I mean, we've seen that fight.
Merab versus Rob Font.
Yeah.
Okay, why not?
No, him versus David Martinez. Okay.
All right,
it's gonna be the same outcome.
Magomed Ankalaev, who we got him fighting.
I'll go first.
Yep.
I have him. I know you'd think he should be fighting for the title, but I have him sitting out for a while, and I have him fighting the winner of Jan Blachowicz and Bogdan Guskov.
That fight got booked?
Yes.
Okay.
That's on I believe the Qatar card.
Yep.
So that's in like November, I think, late November. So winner of that fights Magomed. Winner of that fights either Jiri or Carlos for something. I don't know. But I think that Magomed fights the winner of Blachowicz and Guskov.
See, I have Magomed versus Yan. I didn't know that fight had been booked, so
but also
same thing.
I think Yan wins that fight. So basically, Magomed versus Jan Blachowicz.
Yeah.
Again. Anyways,
we don't talk about
Samir. So you have him fighting for the title?
For the title.
Okay.
I just feel like
against Alex.
No, you said Jiri, right?
Jiri.
Right.
Oh, for the fake.
Yeah, because I just feel like Yan. That would have been my pick as well. But I'm just thinking it's like, let's just say if the title is vacated. Hypothetically, I don't think that Yan should get that shot. Like I just don't
if he beats
think
Bogdan?
so. Well, the thing is like Alex is gonna.
See,
when is that fight?
I agree with you.
The Bogdan Yen. It's on November 22nd.
Okay, no, that makes sense. I was thinking it was like way more down
Yeah,
the
no.
line.
See, Samir, I agree with you. I think Magomed should get the fight for the title.
But he's not gonna get the.
He's not gonna get it.
He has 3 title fights. In those 3, he has a record of 1-1-1. 1 win, 1 loss, 1 draw.
Yep.
He's not getting that shit.
I just feel like he.
Oh yeah, I forgot him and Yan fought for the vacant title
It was a draw.
and drew.
Horrible. Anyways.
What do you guys got for?
I think
we
we
all
all
might have the same thing.
Alright, hear me out, guys. I think Alex Pereira is going to vacate the title.
I mean, there is 2 fights you could put.
I think Alex Pereira is going to vacate the title.
I think so too. Samir thinks so 3.
And heavyweight.
And he's gonna face whoever is the champion of heavyweight division in like February of 2026.
Yeah, that's the fight.
Probably Tom or Gon, unless somehow like they have another fight with like Almeida or what's his name, Volkov.
If not, I think they do Carlos versus Alex if he doesn't vacate, but I think he just
if he defends, it's gonna be against
But
Carlos.
like he already wants to like
he wants to go to heavyweight. Dana says he wants to go to heavyweight. I'm sure Dana would love for him to go to heavyweight. So, but do you also agree with us, Samir, that he faces the heavyweight champion? No. Okay, there you go then.
Yo,
he fights Comms.
Get ready, guys. Get ready.
Yeah.
What's happening next year?
I think I know where you're going with this, but the White House card.
What's happening next year? So I don't think he fights for the title. I don't think he fights the winner. I think he fights.
Don't say it.
Don't say it. Don't say he fights. Who I think.
JBJ.
But
Mr.
not
Bones.
yet. Not yet. He's gonna have another fight, and I can't get myself to say it because I don't believe in it. But I think he's gonna fight Mr. Russian.
Sergey Pavlovich? Which one? Which Russian?
Volkov.
The one above him. I just don't want to say it because I can't ever see like Alex fighting Volkov, but I just wouldn't. I think he's gonna fight a fight in the heavyweight division, but it won't be the title because if he
and then he fights Bones. No, I don't want to see that.
But can you not see the thinking?
No, I absolutely like.
No.
He absolutely. He's talked about having a super fight with John Jones, and I'm like,
he's at that point in his career after regaining the belt. It's like if he didn't get it back, he would never get that chance.
He has at most, in my opinion, like at most three fights left in his career.
I think more likely, I think he moves to heavyweight. He fights the champ. Because I think if he moves to heavyweight, he's fighting no one but the champ.
But then he's
not fighting.
Then what are you gonna do? But you're thinking as a UFC matchmaker, you're thinking he loses that fight.
As
you
Dana
can't set
White,
him up anything.
As Dana White, you're thinking money, and you're thinking if Pereira fights for the heavyweight title,
like February.
That's gonna be that's the scariest man on the planet versus the baddest man on the planet.
He does not beat either.
Doesn't matter if he doesn't beat Gon or Tom.
Then he retires.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. If there's the opportunity for him to fight for that title, he's gonna fight for that title.
That card's like 4 or maybe 4 or 5 months away from the White House card.
And
would you ruin your chance of losing a guy being at the White House? Because you're also trying to think, it's American fighters, right?
Yeah.
What other American fighter could you position better at the White House than a return for a guy that retired, comes back out of retirement to fight the baddest guy
What they could do is
Alex versus the heavyweight champion, and whoever wins that fights John Jones.
Yeah.
At the White House.
Yeah.
See, that makes sense. I just know he's gonna lose the fight.
You want
Alex to fight John, essentially.
Even if Alex loses that fight, even if Alex loses against Tom or Gon, it's still a great matchup to have.
Yeah.
And then you can still do John at the White House.
Like I feel like he's
at light heavyweight.
He's at that Connor stage of his career.
They can do light heavyweight or heavyweight.
Fair.
Because John would cut down for that White House card.
I don't know if he can cut down at this point.
Fat ass.
But fuck. I just think he's...
Fuck John Jones. Fuck Dana White. Fuck.
We love it.
We love you, Tom. Okay. Sorry, go ahead.
I think that he's at that Connor stage of his career, like when he was doing those super fights, fighting Floyd and fighting Khabib. I know everyone wanted to see that matchup, but that should have never been a matchup. Like if you look back at it, should have never been a matchup. And I'm feeling like that's what Alex is at right now. He has 1 or 2 more fights where they could do whatever the fuck they want, and nobody's gonna complain.
So let's just get a solid one. He fights who? The loser of Almeida Volkov?
No, I think he fights Volkov.
Regardless, win or lose?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm just thinking, like, in my ideal world, he'd fight... Tom Aspinall would win. He'd fight Cyril Gane. But then I don't think he's waiting that long. Like, he doesn't have that much time.
Yeah.
So that kind of ruins my, like, thinking of it.
And in an ideal world... You think he can beat Volkov to set him up for the White House card, essentially?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, for me, I'd want him to fight Cyril Gane next.
You're talking about Alex?
Yeah.
Or, okay.
Like, I'd want him to fight Cyril Gane, but that just doesn't work with, obviously, Tom fighting him.
I think that would work timeline-wise, because they fight this month, so, like, they could be ready to go for, like, February, and then after that, in June, July. Because apparently the White House card is going to be on Trump's birthday on a Sunday, but whatever. Fucking so dumb, but anyways.
All right, let's move on. We'll talk about the fight night really, really quickly because we're kind of
already at like almost an hour and a half.
Yeah.
We only need to talk about like 4 or 5 fights.
Yep.
This card is ass!
Hold on.
Ass! Apart from like 4 or 5 fights. There's 13 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys set that up. I have to use the bathroom.
I just want to give you a quick statistic first before you go, okay?
Yep.
There's 26 fighters on this entire card, right?
Yeah.
You want to know how many of them are on a single, like a 1+ fight win streak? 11 of them. 15 of the 26 fighters on this entire card are on a losing streak.
Who? Jeff Alfilo?
Yeah, he's one of them.
This weird looking dude? Why does he look like that?
But yeah, no.
He kind of look like... Anyways. He kind of looks like you two combined.
Anyways, yeah, the Rio card looks like bad. It's the worst card of the month and one of the worst cards of the last few months.
I want to see Clayton Carpenter fight.
He's one of the people I'm more excited for on the card.
That's what I'm saying.
Because the card is that bad that I'm excited for Clayton Carpenter on it. It's just, I'll watch it. I don't care though. It's similar to like Purse. It's like, yeah, it's happening.
I don't know, the last 3 fights are really interesting.
Last 4 even.
Yeah,
Jesus. The last 4 fights plus
with Denise against the
Mario Pinto. That one is just a banger. It's just like two big meaty men.
I'm excited to see Lucas Almeida fight again.
I'm not. Frankly. I just
to keep it honest. Wait.
Jacob, what are your thoughts on 2 big meaty men slapping ham?
Are we talking about Walter Walker and Magomed?
No, but that's also basically the same thing. Denise
Pinto.
versus Pinto.
The Battle of Portuguese.
Kinda.
That was fun.
And we know Janata Denise, he puts on Match of the Year contenders, like his last fight against Alvin Hines, which is one of the best matchups of the year, frankly. And Mario Pinto is just a monster, and I'm really excited for that one. Walter Walker versus Mohamed Usman. They're both all right.
The ankle, the fucking
the heel hooks.
The heel hooks. I'm excited. Vicente Luque versus Joel Alvarez.
Slime
out, please. Goodbye, Vicente Luque. Retire.
Yep.
Get the fuck out of my fucking promotion.
Figueiredo versus Montel Jackson. We can actually talk about this one.
Yep. This one's gonna be interesting. You know what? I'll let Samir talk because I know this is his guy.
He's hyped up.
Yo, this is the start of a push. By this time next year, we will all be talking about this guy, putting respect on his name. My guy Figgy is gonna absolutely... He's gonna demolish Jackson. He's absolutely gonna demolish him. It is so disrespectful to even make this matchup. You are disrespecting this guy so bad. This is like one of the worst... UFC does not respect its fighters. I knew that beforehand. But come on, man. Figgy? You can't be doing Figgy like that. What is the difference? I think 9? They're 9 difference in rankings.
Figueiredo is, I think, 6th or 7th. And Montel Jackson...
Montel
Jackson is 15.
That's absolutely disrespectful. This guy's going to win this fight.
Beat them on Blackshear.
It's the most, high-risk, low-reward fight for Figgy. I entirely agree. Also, it's really high-risk because he's older, shorter reach, shorter leg reach. He literally every physical stat you can be worse at, he is. And I don't like it. And I really hate it. And I really think I'm gonna take what he was saying. It's horribly disrespectful. And I think it's... I hate this fight. I hate it so much.
How do you go from Cory?
Cory Sandhagen, to be fair, he got really badly beaten. But how do you go from the number, he's a 2? Number 2 to 15? Whoa, what happened?
You're lucky he's such a cool guy.
Exactly.
You're just lucky he said yes.
Who do you think wins, though? You think Figgy?
It's not a question. It's not a question. It just depends on what round. If I'm being honest, though, this is not a very good matchup for him.
I think
as a fan of it, I can see this going very, very, very wrong.
I absolutely think Montel could win. However, I'm picking my guy Figgy by decision. He's not finishing him because I don't think
Do you think the height advantage is going to play into it?
Oh, very much so.
There's 5 inches between these guys.
I wrote it down. So it's a 37-year-old versus a 33-year-old, 5'5" versus 5'10", a 68-inch reach versus a 75.5-inch reach. It's 7.5 inches of... Bro, he could... 7.5 inches is that's too much. Anyways, and I think it's just ridiculous. It's really bad, and I honestly I think Montel Jackson's probably the safe pick. I'm not being safe though. We are rocking with Figgy. We're all rocking with Figgy.
Listen, guys.
However,
it's Brazil, guys. You got to remember, it's Brazil.
It is Brazil, but Luque's getting slimed.
Oh no, that's for sure.
That's the sliming. Anyways,
I love Figgy, right? Montel Jackson is 9-2 in the UFC. He's looked really good in his last fights.
Who's his best win?
I guess Damon Blackshear.
So Damon Blackshear
Or, like,
versus
Daniel Marcos.
Brendan Moreno.
Yeah, like I don't know. Montel
But he's past
Jackson
those
is he's looked really good in his last fight. But I'm still picking my guy, Davison Figueiredo Figgy, bro. He's getting the dub. Now, main event, guys.
It's a little.
I'm a little scared.
Jacob, what do you think is gonna happen in this fight?
Okay, what I think is gonna happen is gonna be different from my pick. I know we don't do locks, but I'm locking Charles Oliveira to win. I don't think he's going to, though. I'm nervous.
The easiest lock in my lifetime is Joel Alvarez. Like, I'm, we
don't do locks on fight nights, but
I'm locking him, and I'm not changing that shit for Vicente Luque. I was saying this to our friend of the show, Braden. I was talking to him today. I said, if I see Vicente Luque winning for a span of like 10 seconds at any point in this fight, I might
fly to Brazil.
I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna do something wicked. If I see if there isn't even the off chance that Vicente Luque not only wins this fight but beats Joel Alvarez, I don't know what I'll do. The continent of South America and North America will be in peril due to what I will be doing.
Anyways, main event, I'm picking Charles. Just because Brazil and he's still the Bronx, and I feel he still got it in him. I like Gamrot. He's cool, the gamer. But his last win was like Ludwig Klein. So like it's not that impressive. Lost to Dan Hooker. And like be an old RDA. Like I don't see him beating Charles. He's got a good chance though. I don't want him to beat Charles.
Let me tap into my Portuguese. Charles is lavado. Do you know what that means?
Washed.
He's washed. He's done for. If Gamrot was like 3 years older, I'm giving it to Charles. Unfortunately,
he's not.
And I feel like I'm actually not using his last fight against Klein. I'm more looking at his fight against Dan Hooker as proof as to why he will beat Charles Oliveira.
He lost?
He was robbed.
Yeah.
I think he should have won that fight.
He lost.
It was a split decision loss.
It was a win.
And it was also...
I know that's what it says, but I watched that fight with my eyes.
Do you know who else lost? Charles to Ilya by vicious knockout. Now what?
Stop talking.
There you go.
See, Charles, I think, is just... You know, like when one guy has a really big attribute that just helps them in their career, and I feel like he's lost that attribute, which is just... I can't see him lasting more than a couple rounds. Like, I just can't see him lasting more than a couple rounds with a very high energy fighter, with a guy that's just going to be relentless. I don't... Like, I could see in Brazil...
Against Mateus.
Yeah, like, I could see in Brazil he could win. The crowd would help him. But let's just say it's a 5-rounder, right?
Yeah.
So I don't see Charles finishing Mateus, and I don't see Charles going to the 5th round.
Yeah.
So the only thing that's gonna happen, I think, is this guy's gonna probably have him where he wants him in the 2nd round. He's gonna go around looking at all the people, gonna stick his tongue out, not gonna finish,
and get a submission,
and then get submitted, in the.
So you think Gamrot wins by decision?
By submission?
No, by submission.
Wait, what did I say? Did I mean submission? Sorry, or I meant to say submission. Sorry, my bad. So you think he wins by submission?
Yes.
What do you think he wins by, Ben? Because I know you're picking Gamrot.
I am picking Mateus Gamrot, unfortunately. I love Charles Oliveira. But I was thinking about it, and, I frankly think that the matchup against Rafael Fiziev was much better for him because, Rafael Fiziev, he has solid takedown defense, but his grappling is nowhere near the level of Charles. Charles is probably... let's say we're not including Islam in the lightweight division, Charles' grappling is probably 2nd best or so.
Mateus who, Arman?
I was going to say Arman or Ilya. Both of them are... He's 2 or 3.
Yep.
Anyways. But Gamrot, he's, 5? The 5th best grappler, in my opinion. He had a great matchup with the grappling against Arman. So I think that his I think he's not going to get submitted by Charles.
Yep.
And that's all that Charles has at this point. He's got no chin. He got knocked down in his last fight, unfortunately. And I think he's coming back a little bit too quick. I think a second or third round knockout for Mateusz Gamrot to effectively end the Bronx.
All right. I'm done hearing this. That's it for this week's episode, guys. Not really a lot of news otherwise. Oh, Jake Craig won the light heavyweight title. Hey, that's my champ. That's my champ.
That's our champ. Shout out Jake Craig. Thank you for coming on the show. We love you very much. Appreciate you.
Maybe you'll come back on.
Love it.
Before your next title defense, because like you said, you're not the champ unless you defend.
There you
Jake
go.
Craig said that.
And he
copyrighted it.
Brutalized Jared Vanderaa.
That was funny.
Bad.
It was funny.
It was that was also
a sliming. But no other really news. So that's it for this week's episode, guys. Thank you so much for watching. As always, we appreciate you staying tuned for our clips, watching our interviews, watching our podcast. Sorry about last week and the late episode and kind of the shitty quality on our end. That's kind of completely my fault, but the tripod's charged this time, so thank the Lord. Because Ben would have slimed me out.
And next week,
we got the Vancouver card. Canada. And Mike Malott is sliming out Kevin Holland.
And it was just announced today, Mike Malott is the co-main event. We are so up. We're so up.
Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for that one. Going to be a special episode because it is the Canada card. And we are Canadian. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. As always, we appreciate you subbing, liking, all that, commenting. And we will see you guys next week. Peace out, motherfuckers. Boop.